Nah, ain't no way 25 years of severe trauma will heal. Learn how to mask it? Probably. Heal? Definitely not. All these psychologists, the coaches, and authors are trying to sell their how to heal shit is actually just how to understand what happened to you and simply learn how to fake it. In reality, only money can heal because then you'd have access to healthcare and relaxation. But 25 years of trauma made me disabled, so I live in poverty. Therapy isn't free. Everything is a contradiction and fucking business. I'm sick of it. In fact, living in a complete isolation would be more healing than bending over backwards for capitalism. This video is inspired by this particular Reddit post, which basically says healing is a scam. No, it's not. One thing out of the way, I do agree to one particular point from this rant. All this healing is actually just a know how to understand what happened to you. And a very small part of me does agree that I do not like how it's becoming a new business model. Again, before we get deeper into this video, a disclaimer: I am not a therapist and I'm not into therapy. I am just a girl who thinks a lot and has a lot to share. I have thoughts and questions and feelings to share on the internet, so feel free to counter me and show me a new perspective. But whether or not I take it, please leave that entirely up to me. One day I will be getting into therapy. I'm just scared I won't be funny anymore. Anyways, jokes apart, let's get started with a why. Why do we need healing? Oh, the big daunting question. Because maybe the goal isn't to become a forever self-improving project, but maybe the goal is to exist without a constant war inside you. That's the best way to put it. Probably that's why we say we should take breaks and go off on vacations and travel the world. So when you do come back to work, you're refreshed. And maybe we are allowed to take breaks from that improvement within ourselves for a month or two and simply exist as who we are with what we know best, respecting ourselves and having dignity in our own actions. But man is a social animal. Whatever you do affects others. Yes, it is true. I'm not disagreeing with it. All I'm saying is slow down. One day at a time. With therapy, you learn that your abandonment issues come from your childhood because you were never really taught how to regulate your own self. And thus, you either, at this point, completely cut off all closeness and vulnerability, or you cling on to something or someone to regulate you. And from this, from therapy, you learn that now you have to do it for yourself as an adult. And you have to relearn that and unlearn so much. And it takes time and a lot of self-control. And spoiler alert, maybe even a heartbreak. That's not the best part of it. And more than anything, more than a therapist, more than time, I think the biggest thing you need is your own compassion for yourself. So I made this video why people start crying when they look in the mirror at themselves for long enough. And that's my poetic take on healing. Now, coming back to the title of this video, healing makes us mean. Yes, in a way. Yes, it does. It makes you self-regulatory and self-reliant. And if you're too much of that, it teaches you how to ask for help. And if somehow you jump between the two like a ping pong ball, it makes you learn how to value your own body, sense, mind, soul, and your energy. And that comes with a little hint of spiritualism. And this learning can on the surface look like too hot or too cold to touch, and makes you even look mean, feel like we're being mean by creating this boundary, because maybe for the first time you're encountering one with the knowledge of it all. It also makes you stop taking other people's bullshit and hence being perceived as mean. Part of it teaches you that the only control you ever had was your own actions and reaction to your own environment, not the I wish, not the what ifs. And the thing is, you can simply wake up one day and be like, you know what? That's it. I'm not gonna let my nervous system dictate me anymore. I'm gonna stop self-loathing and self-sabotage, and overthinking things that are way out of my control. Because I cannot control this second, not the one that has already gone, not the one that hasn't arrived yet. Boy, that is so damn hard. And I know that because I am rewiring my system as of recording this video on January 16th, 2026. It is not easy at all. Not at all glamorous or aesthetic. And I guess that's why we don't really talk about it openly. But at the end of the day, your brain is simply trying to protect you from what felt dangerous to a 5-year-old you. And maybe now it's the time to rewire it. Tell your brain, hey, dummy, you take care of my organs and let me decide what's safe and what's not. Healing isn't about being perfect. It's simply understanding where your actions or where your reactions to your environment is coming from, and learning to respect that for yourself and for others, and not performing emotional labor for anyone but yourself. But here's the important takeaway. Knowing the why you are the way you are and having been through a lot in life does not give you the right to make others suffer. There it is. I hope my thoughts or this rant or this video essay helped you in a very small way, even if it's 0.5%. I hope it helped. Until next time.